आटा लेने आया था, बहुत बड़ी परेशानी हो रही है। हुकूमत ने बहुत महंगा आटा करा हुआ, तो इसलिए लोग आवाम परेशान हो रही है, इसलिए 650 रुपये का आटा मिल रहा है। हम लोग
Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel where we bring you the latest news and analysis from around the world. Today we are discussing a topic that has been making headlines in recent days: the failure of Pakistan to reach a deal with the International Monetary Fund, IMF, on a bailout package. Pakistan has been facing economic challenges for many years now, with high inflation, a large trade deficit, and a mounting debt burden. In an effort to stabilize its economy, the country has turned to the IMF for support in the form of a bailout package. However, despite several rounds of negotiations, the two sides have been unable to reach an agreement. Cash-strapped Pakistan and the IMF on Thursday failed to reach a clear agreement to unlock crucial bailout funds on the last day of urgent talks in the country, local media said. However, Pakistan's finance secretary appeared optimistic that a deal would soon be reached to stave off bankruptcy, amid soaring inflation and a shortage of raw industry materials. Analysts have warned that rejecting conditions and pushing Pakistan to the brink would have severe political consequences for the ruling parties, but so will agreeing to IMF measures raising the cost of living. On Thursday, the central bank released fresh data warning its forex reserves had plunged $170 million in a week, standing at just $2.9 billion as of last Friday. The IMF wants the nuclear-armed nation to boost the pitifully low tax base, end tax exemptions for the export sector, and raise artificially low petrol, electricity, and gas prices meant to help low-income families. It is also pushing for Pakistan to keep a sustainable amount of US dollars in the bank through guarantees of further support from friendly nations Saudi Arabia, China, and the UAE, as well as the World Bank. The government had earlier indicated that a deal was close, with Pakistan Energy Minister Khurram Dastagir Khan telling media, "I have full hope that these talks will be concluded successfully." The world's fifth most populous nation is no longer issuing letters of credit, except for essential food and medicine, causing a backlog of shipping containers at Karachi port stuffed with stock the country can no longer afford. Meanwhile, industries warned the logjam of cargo would increasingly cause factories to shut, having a cascading effect on employment. The IMF had been at loggerheads with Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif's government over unlocking the latest tranche of a draft $6.5 billion package agreed in 2019. With elections due no later than mid-October, Sharif was wary of ending popular market interventions designed to cushion the cost of living crisis for Pakistanis. However, the government finally bowed and loosened controls on the rupee to rein in a rampant black market in US dollars, a step that caused the currency to plunge to a record low and hiked petrol prices by 16%. Fears of a further price hike have seen hoarding in the country's largest province of Punjab, pushing Minister of State Musdik Malik to report that the government had no plans to increase the fuel price. The failure to reach a deal with the IMF has significant implications for Pakistan's economy. Without the support of the IMF, it will be more difficult for the country to secure the financing it needs to address its economic challenges and meet its debt obligations. This, in turn, could lead to further economic instability, including higher inflation and a weaker currency. The IMF had been asking Pakistan to implement a series of structural reforms, including reducing subsidies, raising taxes, and privatizing state-owned enterprises. These measures are designed to improve the country's fiscal situation and restore economic stability. However, the Pakistani government has been reluctant to implement these reforms, as they are likely to be unpopular with the public and could lead to political backlash. In conclusion, The failure of Pakistan to reach a deal with the IMF on a bailout package is a setback for the country's efforts to address its economic challenges. Without the support of the IMF, it will be more difficult for Pakistan to secure the financing it needs to meet its debt obligations and restore economic stability. We will continue to monitor the situation and provide updates as more information becomes available. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more news and analysis from around the world. See you in the next video.